everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Friday, October 25th. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room which I have here on my iPad.
Oh, the chat room? I've got that full screen on my screen.
It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves like this.
Yeah, that's not really important. Yeah, you got it on the screen over there. Most important thing you need to know about is the lower third actually contains our chat room. What chat room, you might ask? I'll tell you which chat room. The chat room that is visiting jblive.tv or irc.geekshed.net # Jupiter Broadcasting on this Friday afternoon. We have built this lower third to do two things. Actually, this week, three things. That's right, three things for free. Number one, contain the brilliance of the jblive.tv chat room. Number two, hide our beverages from you because they're alcoholic and that's naughty. And number three, our topic du jour today, it also is hiding Angela's iPhone.
Oh, woo.
There it is right there. That was your iPhone. So what are we talking about today, Ange?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about mobile collage apps.
Hey-o.
Yeah, because I am big on those now. And you know what? For the Linux community that watches FauxShow, it is because of my experience on the Note 2. Yeah.
Really?
It absolutely is. I don't know if you recall. I should have gotten that link up and ready. But
Angela does Android,
well,
right?
Yeah.
Or Anne switches to Android, something like that?
But like I tried out a couple new apps, and it made me realize, hey, I'm missing photo apps in my...
Yeah. Well, and so you're going to talk about some iOS apps, but they're also available for Android, and I've got a couple of Android exclusive picks in the show as well.
Yep. So in the show notes, I have my likes and dislikes of 4 major collage apps that I've been using on my iPhone. Most of them are available in the Google Play Store, but unfortunately, a lot of these have the same names. PicStitch, there's like 5 of them in the Google Play Store.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find the exact link that is the same as the one I use on iOS.
Now, Arbulus in the chat room says,
Uh-huh.
Dear God, this sounds like scrapbooking, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of like scrapbooking, but, you know, it's really better, you know, I think.
Yeah.
Ish. It's like going into the digital age of scrapbooking.
No, you know what? It's actually, for me, so one of the things you're going to be showing is it sort of like comes down to like an efficiency. So say you're at an event, you take like 6 pictures, you take like 3 really good pictures. Now, you could be a D-bag, and you could post all those pictures on the internet and like you could just spam everybody's feed like a fool.
Right.
Or you just post one really great collage photo of the best photos. Then you just like some sort of master photographer. You're welcome. Also, I want to mention
You're welcome.
this here is FauxShow 150. And for the FauxShow 150, we have a new faux living room background. So welcome to the FauxShow living room. This will probably be where we stay for a little while, although Ange is not a big fan of it because of she thinks the backgrounds kind of match our skin color.
It kind of does, but you know, it's okay.
But see how the FauxShow's on the TV behind us back there? How cool is that?
Oh no, that's really cool.
Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry, secret sauce.
Whoa, I don't even have the secret sauce up.
No, that was weird, huh? There we go.
Okay, well anyway, so I know that some of you guys, because there's a lot of guys that watch the show, might be like, oh my gosh, but you can do cool things. Like,
plus, guys, stay tuned because you might see boobies.
you can take, I lost my thought. Oh, you can take a picture of, okay, there's some romance that you can do in this. You know, little messages. You can take a picture of you and your wife or girlfriend and like put a border on it and send it to her with a little I love you thing. Like it's totally useful. Trust me.
Okay. So you want to show us some examples?
No.
Oh.
No. I want to start
I almost just screwed things up bad.
I know, right? The first app that I got, which one is that?
This one.
Okay. Good. I needed to scratch my nose.
That's Angela's phone right there.
Back to us.
Back to Ange.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I did need to scratch my nose, though. All right. So this red app here.
Yeah. What is that?
It's called Selfie, and it's free.
Selfie, huh?
And it has a timer, and it's really easy. The timer's off. There's once it detects a face, it'll take a picture. You do not have a face. And I didn't press the camera button.
Okay, you ready? Yeah.
All right, and then there's also 5-second timer, 10-second timer, and 20-second timer. And I used this to take pictures, and it was super handy.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Well, yeah, there's a countdown
I didn't
in
see
the
it.
bottom
Okay.
right-hand corner.
So that's for all the and it automatically, I noticed, also defaulted to your front-facing camera.
Yes, and it automatically goes into the camera roll.
This is like narcissism, though. It's like, we might as well just call this app narcissism.
Well, that's why it's called Selfie. That's what people call it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know they do.
But anyway, so
They're
this is
narcissists.
really handy because I don't know why people don't. Okay, I don't have a camera sack.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a camera sack?
Is that like where you take a bunch of photos and then you put them in a sack?
No.
I don't know what a camera sack is.
No. It's like a beanbag tripod. It's like...
Oh, to like weight it down?
No. No, so you can set your camera there on it.
Okay.
At different, like... Anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look this up.
The point is...
Camera sack. I bet it's on Amazon. I'm going to search for it on Amazon right now.
The point is, my regular camera that I use, this like 12 megapixels...
See, when I think of camera sack, I think of like this stuff. Bags.
I can't take a timed... I can take timed pictures, but I can't take a portrait timed picture.
Okay.
Because they don't make the edges of cameras flat.
You could very easily put that camera on its side.
My camera?
This phone.
Yeah, this phone. That's why I like this
You're talking
app.
about your cameras. Oh, okay,
That's,
gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm with you now.
Yeah, geez, you weren't listening.
Well, when you said camera, I thought you were talking about the phone camera.
So yeah, okay. So Daredevil says camera mount. Yes, because this does have the ability to go
Tripod.
vertical because it has a. I know, but you could rotate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I should invest in some sort of smaller tripod. But anyway, that's one thing. The thing is, I didn't know it was missing. I didn't know.
Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Bronwyn, surprise, surprise, is asking for OMG Jeremy to join on FauxShow 200. Yeah. Okay. What we're doing. Which iPhone do I have? This is a 5.
The iPhone Internet 5.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the 5 plural.
Just shoot from your angina.
Wow.
Anyway,
they're bringing pre-show stuff into the main show.
So anyway, I didn't know I was missing it. So I am enjoying the selfie app. Now, that sounds really dirty. So let's see. I have some photo apps here, and it's just a couple, right? Because if I covered too many, it would be really hard.
Well, actually, what's really cool is I don't see Instagram or Camera Plus. So all your standard, everything the apps everybody knows about, those aren't listed. These are all apps I've never heard of, with the exception of Color Splash because I told you about it.
Right, and I got Color Splash when I got my first iPhone 4.5 years ago. 4 years ago.
It's a pretty cool app.
Well, anyway, so first there is PicStitch, and I can.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
Yeah, I deleted the pictures, or I didn't delete it. I was remaking it. Here, let's go to this picture real quick. So this is the picture that I made with it.
This is you doing your hair.
Yeah, I'm doing my FauxShow hair. Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, I didn't expand my chest. At all. It's just that big.
Wow. But, are you talking about your boobs right now?
Yes, I am. So the cool thing about this app is the only one out of the 3 that I know of. I could not find this feature in any of the other ones, but it does where you can highlight a color amongst a black and white picture.
Oh, I didn't even notice that your shirt is colored, but the rest is black and white.
Yeah, because you're just looking at my boobs.
Well, to be honest.
Well, anyway, so that was really cool because that is actually what Color Splash does. And that's why I have that app. Yeah, but this one actually does it inside the app, which is really cool.
So do you just paint on the screen where you want color? Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah. So the thing about this app that I like is that it has frames, layout frames up to 4x4. You have to buy all these. They're all locked.
But, those clever SOPs.
But see that? The grid there is...
I see 99 cents. 99 cents. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
up to 16 pictures, which is really cool, especially if you're taking similar ones.
Now I noticed too that the export. I don't mean to jump ahead, but I noticed too that the export options included things like Dropbox. So if you went with one of these larger ones, you could do kind of high res stuff, and you could actually just export it to anything you wanted and actually do so. Like you could print it. You could actually print these.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So it's not like it's. I mean, it might be worth it for some people. So yeah. Oh, you can import from Dropbox too.
Yes, that's the cool thing about this one is it's the only one out of them that has that option as well that I could find. So also you choose the frame first, and then you can change the layout after you choose your pics, which is something else I liked. It has focus specific.
So you can add an artificial blur to that way something is drawn out.
I did that.
That's kind of nice.
No, I did not.
That focus technique is a really good way to draw the eye. So if you blur out the areas you don't want somebody to look at, then the eye naturally just goes to that area.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I did one last night of of my chest being focused.
Can I see
and then
that
a
picture?
over it with my eyes being focused. And it was really kind of cool. But no, I did not include it in the show. Anyway.
Can I have that one later?
You can do stickers, borders, color effects, and then the black and white / color splash, which is cool.
Yeah.
We already covered where you can upload from. It has a wide variety. And you can manually adjust the frame sizes to match your pictures, which is really cool. So you go in here to resize and see the triple bars show up.
Yeah.
So if I want just a little more,
you drag that little corner. I'll try it. Let me try. Oh, I see.
See?
So I could also go down here and I could make this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is. It's the only app that does that. It's so crazy because each of these apps has a really unique feature, but none of them have all of them.
So I've noticed this so I tried these for the Android camp too, and I noticed, so first of all, I don't think any of them had that individual box resize thing. And let me tell you, I like a custom sized box. If I want to dial that box into right where I want it. And so the fact that you can just, as soon as I saw that little hamburger menu, I knew exactly what you're going to be able to do. That's really cool.
So, and then you see this red at the bottom. It is a ad
supported. Yeah.
If you buy the frames or the borders, which I have not, so mine are plain, just white, it removes the ads. So
that might be worth it if you use it a lot.
Just $1, yeah.
But you're using like 3 or 4 apps. So I don't know if you're going to want to buy all 3 or 4 apps, because now that's actually starting to get a little expensive.
Yes. So, in some of the other apps, it's 99 cents for like 8 different things. Like, I mean, you have to buy 8. It's $8 worth of stuff. So this is a free app. One of the things.
And it's called PhotoGrid?
PicStitch.
PicStitch. Okay.
The things I don't like is that you have to upload the image to each square individually. So if you're doing that 16, you have to click on the box, browse to the photo thing, and then select your picture. Go back.
But you only have to do it once for each box, right?
Yes, but with 16 pictures, that's a lot. And some of the other apps, you just go through and you're like, okay, I want this one. Yeah, and
that's
then
nice.
you choose the frame. Or some of them automatically put it in a frame for you.
That is really nice. I mean, if you're doing 3 or 4 boxes, that's not so bad. But if you're doing a bunch.
So I also dislike ads, the one pic upload at a time. There's no easy way to pinch smaller photo areas, like for zooming in and zooming out. It's really hard to do that.
That's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. In one of the other apps, you select the picture, and it puts a blue box around it, and then you can touch anywhere on the screen.
It looks like the iPad version might be a little nicer. Look how you have, here's the library on the side. Look at that. Look how they do that on the iPad. That's nice.
I think, yeah.
See, because so you could probably just take them from over there and put it in the box you want.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
Yeah, there's not enough real estate on the iPhone.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
The text is limited to the picture, which I don't have an example of that, but I can.
Like a caption.
Yeah, or just writing something. It can't be overlaid anywhere.
Yeah.
And then you have to buy the borders frames. Okay, so the next one.
Next app on the Photo Collage app roundup.
PhotoGrid.
Oh, PhotoGrid. Now, this is definitely one that's available for Android.
Let me just go back.
I knows that one. How you working the focus dance?
Yeah, I am working the focus dance.
Yeah, work it.
Okay, so there's an ad, and
right up there at the top.
Yeah, that's the first thing I dislike. The ad looks like the next screen. Like if you go to if you go to upload your pictures and go next,
it's right up there in the top, and it's got that arrow on it too. So you want to click that arrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's right by buttons you need to be pressing too. Yeah, that's a little tricky.
So, but this one's good. It has better single photo options than PicStitch does, the one that I just covered. It sorts the photo albums with the most recent pictures at the top, which is huge. So if I want to replace this one.
So if you knew you were going to just I want to do a photo grid real quick, I'm going to take some photos for specifically for the photo grid. That's why that's nice.
I'm failing.
Here we go. It's kind of awkward.
So I have 211 pictures. And because so I put the last
boobies.
No, I put the last week on here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there's that picture I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. You got a photo grid and a photo grid.
Yeah. There you go.
But you could go in here and I could say, so if I said replace photo, and I could go right in. Oh, not photo grid, but
see, that's what's cool about PhotoGrid is that it makes its own folder.
Yeah.
In Photos.
Yeah, it does that on Android too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is the only app that does that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the last 7 days are up at the top.
Look
so
at our pumpkins right there.
Yeah. Instead of scrolling through the last 7 days of 200 photos, I can just go to the very top, which is typically when I want to do a new collage. So you can select all the photos at once before the frame. You can select the same picture several times.
Oh, so you could do like zoom in one spot or something like that.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you could actually, that'd actually be a cool way. You could, if you had one really great photo and wanted to show 3 different aspects of the photo or something like that, that'd be a cool way to do it.
Yep. And then, or like, if it's a group shot and you want just one person isolated in one box, that would be another reason too. So you can select the photo you want to edit, and then you can resize using the whole screen. So this is what I was talking about. If I want to zoom this one in, see how there's a blue box?
Yeah, the blue box kind of goes in.
Now I can go anywhere.
Oh, look at that.
Whereas
so you don't have to be in the
other
box.
apps, you have to be like
in the box.
Right there.
But because the box is highlighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is really nice. And then there's a button for swapping pictures right here. It vibrates, and then it says, okay, what square do you want to switch it with?
That is really nice.
It is really handy. The other one, you have to actually re-upload the picture. And if a lot of them look the same, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It creates a new folder, which we mentioned, and the overall border shape or borders that are available, they're kind of...
Oh, it's some of them are kind of silly and some of them are kind of nice.
Yeah, there's more than 4 in each of them, but yeah, it's fairly limited, and they're really kind of gaudy, some of them.
Yeah, like that one, which you probably like.
Yeah.
Now, my question is now if I go up here to the share option, okay, so we have save to gallery, which kind of gives you anything. Save to Instagram. Open in other apps. What happens if we hit that? Oops. Not that. So if we go to open to other apps. Oh, that is that. So then whatever is just available to iOS. So you could actually send this photo in a color splash and then add color to specific areas. Look at that.
I would put it in color splash
or
first,
Dropbox.
And then, But
that's nice. So you do have some good export options there too, it looks like.
I do my dislikes. I don't like the confusing ads that looks like the next step, which we mentioned. It allows you to accidentally make the picture smaller than its box.
I hate it when you have this box that's super small.
No. Like, okay, so this bottom picture.
Yeah, this one right here. Oh.
Yeah. So there it is.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
I can see you though.
I know.
But like, you kind of lose it. Like, you totally had it. Like I rotated it too.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
The rotating is neat. You can do it anywhere on the screen. You don't have to stay within the box.
I like staying in the box.
Okay. Well, anyway. So that, like, the first one I did, I was like, whoa, this looks really horrible. What happened? And it was because, I'm like, this isn't square.
Yeah. Now watch your head. That's kind of neat though.
Yep.
It's nice that it lets you do that.
Yep. No text. You can't write things in this one. And the borders are fairly limited.
They want me to knock it out of the box.
As I mentioned.
There, I just knocked it out of the box.
It's gone. All right, on to the next one.
Oh, chat room.
Which is my favorite one.
All right, which one is this next one here?
It is Instaframe.
Instaframe.
Which definitely is available in the...
It already looks like a knockoff of Instagram, like already. And by the way...
I've never used Instagram, honestly.
Well, that's so stupid since you take photos every day.
I know. So this is the best one.
Which, by the way, all of these so far have been free.
Yep,
all of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you go...
So I have it up here on my screen. I've got it up on my screen.
Can you go back to this one?
This one's available for the paddle, too. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So this was the last app.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is the current one. And yes, it's not the best one. I was just showing that you can do different borders for the individual pictures. They can all be different, which is really neat. It's not something that any of the other apps offer. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, like, on your hair, on where it says FauxShow, and you could add the title, too, which is obvious, is kind of important.
So there I just made that a heart instead.
That's actually really nice that each can have its own unique shape.
You double click the picture and it gives you different options.
Oh, look at that. You can do smiley faces.
Yeah, and you can horizontal or vertical flip it.
Cool.
And you can also move between the photos. It gives you the arrows.
So now if I double tap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. And then it gives me the menu there.
Yep.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, so that's really, really nice. And then additionally... with the frames, you can make all those smaller.
So you can kind of feather in or feather out the edges a little bit.
Yeah. I think that was borders. No, and this is shadow.
How are the...
And then you can change the colors. What?
Well, I noticed it said effects, too.
Yes.
So I'm curious, or is it like...
So these are like tonal...
Like Instagram type effects.
Right.
Okay.
which all of the apps have that. So it's really not.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not really a crazy good feature. But
Okay.
so Instaframe, it has frame selection first, which if you go to the home here, I typically browse these to see, okay, I have four pictures that I want to use. So, and it, that one looks good. Whoa. It's kind of messed up there.
Oh, what happened there?
Yeah, it's messed up.
And so I go back to like, again, you could take these photos, right? And
Weird.
you could be like, well, the holidays, I know I keep mentioning this, but the holidays are coming up. You take 3 or 4 good photos. Why not use one of these apps to just post one really great collage of the best photos from that day?
Right, and that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, instead of spamming people.
Yeah, instead of posting like 6 pictures, like that all fits in a frame, so I might as well.
Like we are. Like last night, we carved pumpkins, and it's like you could take all the photos from that pumpkin carving thing. And what I do on my by the way, all the apps I tried on Android, all of them supported importing from Dropbox. So if you had a bunch of photos, you could just drop them in a folder in your Dropbox, and you can pull them all into the Android app.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Yeah. So, there's what I did there. I chose a different frame.
That works.
Yeah. So,
And this is again, this was Instaframe.
there's different like Halloween ones, which is cool.
Yeah.
But-
Oh yeah. One of my apps has Halloween ones.
Oh, okay. So we talked about the double tapping the picture. Shadows, matte size, color, and limited shape options are available with the frame. The text is very easy to use. You can do multiple texts, and there's symbols and smiles.
It looks like
and
it's frequently updated too.
There's lots of save and share options. Check this out.
Whoa. So you got your flickers on there. You got your just copy to the clipboard. Why don't all of them have that? You got your Instagram. You got your messages. You got your Evernote. That's interesting. You got this looks like some sort of Chinese service there.
Yeah.
And of course you got your standard Dropbox and Tumblrs too.
Yeah. So unfortunately with this one, it's really hard to resize the pictures in the small boxes. There's no select the picture and resize.
It is funny how like each one of these apps like does one thing really well.
That's what I was just...
It's almost like
I already said that like
I know.
10 minutes ago.
No, what I'm saying
okay.
is it's almost like the developers are like, well, this app's already in the App Store, so we'll do our app and we'll focus on feature X, right?
Right. And if they just collaborate.
Yeah.
And then there's limited frames in this. But I've actually, because you can change the matting around each of the pictures, I haven't really, the lack of frames hasn't really been a barrier for me. You know, there's only like 30 frames in this app, but it's the one I use the most. So the Final Collage app.
Final Collage app, ladies and gentlemen.
Is called Collage. And it's a,
Okay.
what?
Are you going to demo Color Splash? Because I feel like that's the coolest one of all of them. Like just in terms of raw cool.
All right.
You should do one of our pumpkin carving pictures and do Color Splash or something before we're done.
So it is a sister of PicStitch, which was the first collage app that I covered. And it's pretty cool. It works about the same way.
Okay, so what's this one called?
It's just called Collage, so you're gonna have a hard time finding it.
Yeah, but
it's
you have it
one
linked in the
app
show
at
notes.
a time, or I'm sorry, one picture at a time. You have to choose everything on its own. You have to apply the border, and then
There's your
let
boobs.
me show you the focus.
I see your boobs.
See how it has the circle, and then you can make the circle bigger.
That is awesome,
Yeah,
actually.
You can also do rectangle.
So you could go like you could go like that and put
Yeah,
it on.
well, except there's not really much there to look
Right,
at.
right, no.
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so I applied the focus. You can crop and do brightness and all that other stuff. I could add a mustache if I wanted to.
Do it. Come on, do it.
No.
I want a mustache. That'd be so funny. Come on, Dylan would love it, Ange, if you put a mustache on that. Do it for Dylan.
No.
Do it for Dylan. Oh.
All right, so what I like about this app that the other apps don't have is that it can be all free floating. Like that. Like it doesn't have to stick to margins or anything. It kind of gives it like a magazine-like feel, I think.
I gotcha.
And so I was just able... and
I totally see what you're saying.
It was really easy to like send to back and send to front the picture.
Oh, look at little Abigail.
Abby on there. If I want this picture in front of it, I just click on it.
Oh, that is really nice.
Yeah. So, and that's what I had to do. After I put the bigger picture on there, I had to just click on the other 4 real quick to put them in front.
Pop.
Yep.
That's nice.
Super easy.
So that is Photo Collage Creator, and that's kind of neat too.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I don't know if you've noticed this, but every app you've demoed also has an Internet Paddle version.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And the thing is, I don't carry my iPad everywhere, though.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you got your internet phone with you. I understand.
Arbulus says boobs are positive in the freedom dimension.
Absolutely. Now, before we show Color Splash, can I show you a couple of my apps? All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to even front with you guys. I wanted to go for more manly collage apps. I don't know if there is such a thing. Like, can you have a manly collage app? But I wanted ones that weren't like overtly feminine.
Oh my gosh, an angina stash.
Wow. Actually, there is no angina stash. Trust me. So if you go to the Play Store, go to KD Collage Free. Now you can get the pay version too.
Wow.
This is a bit of a more manly man's.
See, one of the apps does that.
What?
PhotoGrid does the slanted thing.
But do you see how it looks manly? That's all I ask.
Because it's the city? Like, why?
Well, no, just like the design of the app just feels more masculine to me.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe. You know what it does? It looks like Ubuntu. Go
Yeah.
back. Go back to that other picture. Go back one. That's Ubuntu.
Okay, well, I don't know. All right, so there's that. So this app is called KD Collage Free, and this really simple. Like if you want a very no frills like collage of several pictures, and you want Android, you're on Android. KD Collage is one now. Ange, I want to tell you about Pixlr Express.
Okay.
It's not so much a collage app, so I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit because collage is like one of the things it does. It's like, oh, you do collage, that's adorable. Let me show you that dozen other things that Pixlr Express does. So,
Oh yeah. See, I don't need something that does like.
I know,
a
but
lot.
look, see layout. Look, see how I got. See,
Yes, it does.
Very clean.
Definitely looks user friendly.
and masculine, right?
Jeez.
So you also have, like you were saying, every app.
All of them have that. So
have the
don't even.
effects.
Don't even. Yeah.
I'm just mentioning.
Okay.
One of the things that you can take directly from the camera, obviously, from your photo roll, or now, this is what was really cool about Pixlr Express. The other collage apps on my HTC One made like a folder, like the one you mentioned. It made like a collage folder.
Right.
This app was able to read that and detected that it was a collage apps folder, and like was like, well, here's some collages you've already made with other apps.
Oh wow.
Would you like to import those and do something cool with them?
Huh.
Yeah.
Do something cool.
Yeah, so that
Cool.
I was impressed by that. Plus, there's just a lot of other, like you can do blurs, you can do color correction, you can do brightness and
I
contrast.
like the blurs. That's something that I didn't realize, until I was working with PixStitch.
It's because it gives you the ability to direct where the viewer's eyes go, and that's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like give the what is the camera that you always say I should get? DSLR?
The DSLR.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my God, you seem like a noob right now.
No, I was like, DSL? No. DRL?
No, it's not DSL.
Okay.
It's not ISDN.
So I'm going to go through, I've been doing this all on my phone, and so I've been uploading to Facebook using my phone. Whoa. So the mobile apps. So here's a couple examples of what I've done in
Oh, those are pumpkins?
a variety of
You
these.
should have saved these for next week's episode.
Well, I can still show them next week.
Okay. All right. Pretend like you didn't see
so-
these next week.
This was done with PhotoGrid, and PhotoGrid is cool because it actually allows you to cut shapes out of the border, which none of the other apps do. But basically, I was like, okay, which app can handle 9 pictures? Okay, I chose my 9 pictures. It decided which app to use of those which frame. I mean,
Yeah.
and I could change it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I liked the one that it chose because I had the before and after of the pumpkins, and I wanted those to be the biggest anyway. That is not a collage picture.
Oh, there's Abigail.
Yep. Here's Abby in her new leopard outfit.
There's you last night.
This wasn't. Well,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was?
the
Wasn't
last 2 nights, but
Oh,
no, this
yeah.
was a couple nights ago. Making pumpkin bread. Again, this is with PhotoGrid.
And you even put a little pumpkin in there.
PhotoGrid. Yeah, that they have symbols and shapes.
Pixlr does too.
I love the fonts available as well.
Shopping.
Also PhotoGrid. I've used PhotoGrid a lot, even though I really like the Instaframe.
Mm-hmm. That is a great example, right?
Of what?
Well, 4 pictures,
Yeah.
and like they're
And
all
they'd
great.
Yeah. Well, somebody looked at it would be like, all those pictures look the same. Why is she posting 4 pictures? Well, they aren't the
series,
same,
too.
but
You can tell a story too.
It's packaged together, and it makes you want to look.
You
at
can
all of
do
them.
like realization and then reaction, and
Here's a manly picture.
that is manly. I see the man. Yeah, I like my boys. Hello. Look at that. The second one.
This one?
No, those are both man.
I know, right?
Those are very manly.
He's
yeah.
so funny. This is extremely manly.
I like Abby's reaction, like, "Oh my god, I have a mustache."
I know. Yeah, get this off. And Dylan begins singing the SpongeBob.
Now we're men.
Yeah, we have facial hair.
Yeah.
This is one of the borders on PhotoGrid.
It's nice that it actually does a little distort effect with the bubbles.
Yeah, and then they also have like a baseball hit glass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was cool too. Okay, so this is a prime example. I actually took these pictures because I knew that I would use a collage app.
So it made you take more pictures.
No, it just made me. It made me get a picture of all of us wearing the mask because I knew that I could do this shot.
What I mean by that is I feel like if I knew, so I'm always like, Instagram is one of those things where I do Instagram because it makes me take more pictures, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have that problem.
Right. No.
I need a reason to take pictures, but this kind of stuff too, that could give me a reason to take pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we made cookies, and the back of the box had this mask. And we did this actually a couple of years ago when Abby was just a baby.
Oh, Barbara.
Yeah.
And then we did it again.
But let's see. Oh, and then I love this one.
Again, you see the series of reactions there.
Yeah.
Yeah, by having a few instead of just one photo.
Yep. And then with recipes.
Actually, I'll go back to the recipe. You tell almost the entire recipe in this collage.
Yeah.
There's the ingredients you need.
I was going to go to I like that one. There's a craft project. Going. There.
Oh, yeah. So there you tell.
I did an entire recipe in
the collage app.
PhotoGrid.
Now, did you? Oh, so you even did all the typing in PhotoGrid too?
Yeah.
Well, that worked really well then.
Yeah. Each was a text box, and yeah. So if we go to this shot, I chose that middle one.
Mm-hmm. This one right here?
Yeah. Well, hold on. I want to...
Sorry. Did I ruin everything?
No.
Did I destroy it?
No, it's okay. And then, so this one
Oh, that's
here,
the one. I like that one.
I used this one.
So
Go to this screen. To do a straight face, half smile, real smile. It's not the best picture of me, but I thought it was kind of neat to do a progression like that. And believe it or not, and I don't know if this is just coincidental, but the app lined up my eyes because they were not like it was crazy. Because then I went to do something and it moved it, and I was like, oh crap! It totally.
That's interesting. You said that because we went to lunch today specifically to play with some of these apps, and I was taking pictures of the drink that I got, and I dropped them all into one of the apps. I think the first one I mentioned for Android, and it lined up all of the glasses. So they were all lined up. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and you didn't know why, or you didn't?
Well, I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting fluke. So I wonder. I mean, but if you think about it, that's totally what you want, right?
I got some great shots of your drink.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, there's a couple actually. I should have looked at all of them, but
yeah, that's a good one. Oh God, you got way better pictures than I did.
I have an eye for.
Gosh, it makes me feel like a dope when I feel like I should just avoid cameras around her.
Well, so anyway, I think that is pretty much it. We can.
Should we do a little mail sack action?
Yeah, really quick. We can do a mail sack.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Hey guys, come in here. We need a little
some background. There it is.
I don't know about paying a crew of people full time to do that, Ange. I don't know about
I know,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm new to Bitcoin, and I really like the idea of decentralized currency. That being said, I have one question. What would happen if somebody just like the Fed or some destructive guy started to buy up all the Bitcoins, put them all on a USB or a computer, and throw it in the water? Would it then be lost forever? Hope to hear from you soon. And best shows ever. You can take up the issue. Let's see.
So let's see.
Oh, yeah.
As we record this, Bitcoin, there it is at 191. It's actually bouncing back up. It's had a bit of a rocky ride today. Mm-hmm. Let me. If the Feds or whoever bought up, like, let's say, 50,000 Bitcoins, right? Mm-hmm. And then dumped it in the water, or put it on a USB thumb drive and just burnt the whole thing. That would be the best thing that ever happened to Bitcoin ever. That really would.
Okay.
Your Bitcoin, because Bitcoins are a very finite resource. There's only going to be 21 million of them ever. If somebody destroys a bunch of them, that makes the remaining, or buys a bunch of them up and then hoards them, that makes the remaining coins in circulation that much more valuable. So there's not a bad case. There's no bad case scenario there for Bitcoin. That'd be great if that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like gold.
But would they be gone forever? I don't think they would be, right?
Yes.
Unless somebody had the serial number.
Well, unless somebody had the wallet with the keys in there.
Okay.
But if you like literally wrote them to something and then destroyed that,
and you don't know what they are,
it's like if somebody gave you a pound of gold and then you threw that gold at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Daxim writes, today is the first day of being completely free of Verizon.
Woo!
All right. Since earlier this year, I've slowly migrated all my cell phones and landline to Ting. What is sad is that when I had only one phone left on Verizon, its bill was more than the 3 cell phones via Ting.
Oh.
And yet the Verizon phone was used the least. Crazy stuff indeed. Thanks for finding such a great company. Their signal strength in my area isn't best, but they make up for it in what they charge.
Oh, yeah. Pay for what you use. And, that's... So there's a few great ways you can support the Jupiter Broadcasting Network. Patronizing our sponsors, that's definitely one of them, because that lets them know that you're paying attention, lets them know they should keep writing us a check every single month. But also at the bottom of every JupiterBroadcasting.com website page on the internet using the HTTP protocol, you'll have links down there for our affiliates. We have Amazon, Newegg, Best Buy, ThinkGeek, Audible, which if you haven't checked out 0 Day yet and you like computers, go click our Audible link and then you'll get it for free if you're not an Audible subscriber. Go get 0 Day. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing.
All right,
it's amazing.
All right, so here's the thing. Even if you don't buy from those places often, if you install the extension and you happen to look up something on Amazon and share that link with somebody, your click and the other person's click count towards a referral type thing, and it increases the percentage of what is the word? The percentage of our finder fee or whatever. So
just clicks count towards they will. So there's like a 4% and like an 8% and then some other percent.
Well, it doesn't jump from 4 to 8. It's like 0.25. Yeah, it ramps up. So the more clicks we get, so even if you don't buy anything, the clicks actually count too. Yeah.
That's why even just browsing Amazon with our extension is actually beneficial to the network.
Yep. So that's it for this week. Next week we plan to have a Halloween type special.
Ooh.
I don't think we'll be a costume this year because last year
we got pregnant.
Yeah. I ended up with a baby. So that is it for this week. That is it for this Faux Show. We will see you next week. Don't forget, you can catch recent episodes of The Faux Show on JupiterBroadcasting.com/Faux Show. Also, get them on demand in the iTunes store. Search for Faux Show.